Huh?
Wrecking Ball Online.
Stupid monkey.
What? You want to talk? You look like an owl.
Was that all?
Do you need a hug?
What do you mean? What do you mean, do I need a hug? You're a robot. You don't have any feelings?
Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to my channel. My name is King, and this is King's Regime, back to put some more knowledge into your noggins. Today, we're going to look at the Bruiser playstyle in Overwatch. Now, I know that terminology is not used in Overwatch. It's more a term used in like MOBAs, for example, like League of Legends or Smite. And so we're kind of playing around with that term in Overwatch. And if you don't know what a Bruiser is, it's a character that crosses DPS and a tank. With those capabilities, they're usually used as aggressive team fighters and being in the thick of the team fight, in the middle of the team fight. They're great brawlers that way, and that's the playstyle I love when I play video games. With their tankiness, they're able to stay in a team fight, and with their damage, they're able to fight pretty well, and they're able to brawl pretty well. Me personally, I'm a huge Bruiser main. I love being a Bruiser or a brawler in whatever game I play because I love that aggressive playstyle of being able to survive in a team fight and being pretty tough and kicking ass as well. And so every game I play now, I try to always look for a good brawler, and I always fall in love with them. I first fell in love with the Bruiser playstyle after I put like 1,000 hours, not even kidding, 1,000 hours in Smite, and I mained Warrior. And Warriors are great team fighters. They have good crowd control. They can tank very well and sustain very well in the fight and can dish out some good damage. With that being said, does Overwatch have any Bruisers? Does that term fit well in this game? For anyone that's looking for that playstyle in the game, which characters are you going to enjoy? With that, it's time to go in depth about the heroes and see which heroes are the best Bruisers. So what would that mean in Overwatch? We're looking for somebody that's very tanky and high sustain. We're looking for good team fighting capabilities, crowd control, and initiation. With that being said, I have the top 5 best Bruisers in Overwatch, along with some honorable mentions because there's so many heroes in Overwatch and you can't fit them all in the top 5 list. With that being said, number 5 on my list is Orisa. You know what? Actually, I got an issue with Orisa real quick.
Do you need a hug?
What do you mean? What do you mean, do I need a hug? You're a robot. You don't have any feelings? I don't want a hug. Your hug's gonna be cold.
Error 404. Sarcasm module not found.
Oh my god, I gotta oil her, dude. Wait, what? I swear to god, I'm about to unplug her battery.
Are you satisfied with your protection?
Why, yes I am. Thank you, Orisa. Trojan condoms, now at your nearby stores.
Boss, dime a dozen.
I'm gonna have to agree with Junkrat here. Okay, alright, I'm done. She can play very well aggressively and as a Bruiser, and that's because she has the Fortify, which mitigates damage wherever she is, and also cleanses you of crowd control, and she can pop Fortify whenever she wants. If you start to get into that Bruiser playstyle and you want to get aggressive and initiate, Fortify is a great tool to help you survive. Not only that, but what makes her stand out from a lot of other tanks is that she can move her barrier around. Every few seconds she can spawn a new barrier, which she can use when being aggressive as a Bruiser or a brawler. When she gets in your face, she can move that barrier around. She's not like, for example, Winston, who has a high cooldown, so it'll take him a while to put a new barrier down, where Orisa very frequently puts a new barrier down wherever she goes, allowing for a very flexible barrier to use when you're playing a Bruiser playstyle. And not only that, but that supercharger is great for damage. Her kit is just great, and when you get up in the person's face, you pop that supercharger, you throw the barrier over, you fortify, and you're shooting. Not only are you doing great damage, but your brick wall, it's hard to scratch. Number 4.
Say bacon one more time.
Roadhog, the hog, the piggy, the pork chop, one of my mains. For one, he has a very high damage output with his shotgun and his ultimate, close range. His hook allows him to aggressively pick targets and get into a pit match with him. Usually he wins, and it's a lot easier since he has 600 health and can regenerate over half of it every 4 seconds, allowing him to sustain in the brawls. He's very aggressive and always looks for very close range fights, and he either gets in your face or he hooks you to his. Overall, he's very aggressive and has a very high damage output, and he loves to brawl, and that's why I love him. In the number 3 bracket, we have Hammer.
down!
Reinhardt is a very proficient hero in general and can do very good in a lot of different type of roles. He can initiate incredibly with his dash and even better his ultimate. And if he wants to play aggressive and get in your face, he has his hammer, which he comes up and swings and does massive damage. Reinhardt can very effectively and very dangerously initiate with his ultimate and go in and just absolutely slaughter everybody with his hammer. Just like this. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why? Why, dude? Dude's got like a third eye. What the hell, man? Just let me win, man. We're about to win anyway, man. Go fuck off, man. Why you gotta cancel my ultimate? Jesus, take the wheel. In the number 2 bracket. Nerf this. Wow, whoa!
Nerf this?
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. What in God? Reaper, get out of here, man. Just get out of here. I'm trying to do a video. Okay, that was not me.
Stupid monkey.
What? You want to talk. You look like an owl.
Was that all?
Yes, it was. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I can't roast. Anyway, D.va's really high up on the bruiser list, and that's because she's extremely aggressive and in your face, and she loves to fight. She loves to brawl. She very aggressively dashes into her opponents, knocking them back and doing some damage, and then she uses her rockets and her bullets to shoot you down and light you up. During her dash, she can also matrix or shoot. Her ultimate is a great initiator zoner because it catches the enemy off guard, and if you're lucky, it kills them. Ultimately, D.va is one of 2 heroes I highly recommend for a bruiser playstyle or an aggressive playstyle. The other hero being number 1, the King Bruiser, the bruiser of all bruisers, the boy, the homie, the GOAT.
Behind you.
Huh?
Wrecking Ball online.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! I fucking nutted! I think I shit myself. Oh shit! The boy! The boy! Oh shit! Oh! Imagine if Hammond was a dog.
Enemy turret detected. Behind you. Nano boost administered. Enemies engaging. Prepare for combat.
Hammond, Ball, Wrecking Ball, whatever you want to call him. He is a very potent and gifted bruiser. He's in and out constantly with his incredible mobility. He gets in your face, initiates all the time, and survives with very high shields. And also he does really great damage with those guns. He can definitely take out some squishies very quickly. His entire mechanic is literally based around being aggressive, initiating, and killing. Now it's time for the honorable mentions, because you know what? I can't fit everybody in a top 5 list. There's some heroes with bruising capabilities but aren't great enough to be on the top 5 list, although they do need to be honorably mentioned. In this section I'm going to cover all the other tanks I didn't mention and non-tanks that have bruiser capabilities. In the game there's currently 8 tanks. And out of this top 5 list, all 5 were tanks. So what happened to the other 3? Sigma, Winston, and Zarya. Well, all the tanks in the game are good bruisers. It's just they didn't make the list because the 5 I mentioned were much better than these 3. Honestly, out of those 3 tanks sitting out, Winston is the next best one. In bruiser playstyle terms, his kit is actually one of the best out of tanks. The thing is that his damage is very mediocre and the top 5 do much more work for the team. So does that mean Winston is number 6? I would say Winston is actually number 8, with 2 DPS taking number 6 and 7, and I will explain later. Sigma would definitely take the number 9 spot. He can get aggressive very well, it's just he takes a long time to do what he needs to do. The reason he can get very aggressive well is because he can move his barrier around and tank well, along with a great ult that initiates, but he's slow in execution. His kinetic grasp has a long casting time, which takes out a lot of potential potential damage that he's able to do or defending. His accretion also has a slow cast. And not only that, but his ultimate as well, even though it's a great initiation, takes a long time to cast. Zarya, when it comes to the Bruiser playstyle, will probably be in last place out of the tanks. She's a good tank, but the thing is she can only brawl and get aggressive when she has her shield up, which takes a while to cool down. Now as you can see, I skipped over 6 and 7 because they're not tanks. In fact, they are DPS. Mei and Reaper take the 6 and 7 spot. Mei is very proficient, and you know what? Everybody hates her because she's such an annoying hero to play against because she's very strong. She's very gifted in close quarter combat and getting aggressive because she can freeze you and then do massive amounts of damage to you. With her cryo freeze, she becomes invincible for a second while regenerating her health, being able to sustain in that brawl much longer. As for Reaper, he can out damage anybody in a close quarters combat. He can get aggressive all he wants and just destroy anybody. No tank can really survive his 1v1. He can sustain by self-healing. 30% of his damage dealt he gains back in health. And not only that, if he's about to die, he just pops his wraith form and becomes invincible. And he can probably kill you in the 1v1.
If it lives, I can kill it.
Okay, chill, dude. I know I'm hyping you up right now, but you gotta relax. Yeah. As you can see, Reaper is quite the beast. Guys, that includes my top 5/10 Bruiser-style heroes in Overwatch. Thank you so much for watching. If I made you laugh today or I entertained you today, please subscribe and give a like. As you can see, I'm a new and growing Overwatch YouTuber and I have a lot of content rolling out soon. I got a lot of funny stuff in the making, including IRL stuff, Overwatch, and other games. So like and subscribe. Honestly, that will mean so much to me. You guys have no idea. Also, I'm going to stream Overwatch soon, and that's also why I want you guys to subscribe so you can get posted. That being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I hope I can keep making you guys laugh and stay entertained in the future. That's what I love to do. Thank you guys for watching.